Hello again, and welcome to Raven Stories. Yay! Today we're talking with Odette. I hope that you enjoy our conversation and that you can glean a thing or two from Odette's experience around stress and coping with school and just life. Enjoy!
I don't think I was really doing well during the first like 6 months, but it slowly got better because I got used to the environment. I adapted to it and
Odette, thank you for being here and for courageously deciding to share your story. I'm really eager to hear the details. And for those who will watch this video, will you mind introducing yourself, the country that you come from originally, and why you chose to tell your story?
okay, so I'm Odette and I come from Hong Kong. That's my origin. And I decided to share my story. I could like share some of my experiences with others that might be like facing the same challenges that, like perhaps I had went through. And I kind of like I like to help people. So it's kind of like yeah, it's like one of my thing, I guess. Yeah, like I believe like my experiences could help others that are like facing the same challenges that they need to go through because it's not an easy journey like going abroad and studying like away from a country that you grew up and were raised, and this is like a really hard journey. So that's why I wanted to share my
Story.
share.
Awesome. So, your journey from Hong Kong to Winnipeg.
Yeah,
Did you come with your family?
no.
So, what was that like for you?
I came here by myself, and I actually came here really young. I came here when I was 14. So I started my high school here. So I came here like grade 9.
Wow.
And well, my parents kind of did accompany me to come here at first, but like they only stayed for like just a week or so just to, you know, get everything kind of settled.
Were
And
you in a boarding school then?
no, I was in homestays.
See, okay.
Yeah, so my parents did came here, but not like they didn't stay here like as a family. So I was pretty much here by myself the whole like for the past, I don't know, 8 years, 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you see your family often?
I only go back like occasionally during summer. So like maybe around 2 months or 3 months each year. Like sometimes like during COVID I didn't really go back because it was kind of like, all the restrictions and stuff. But yeah, like on average I see them like in person, it's like around 2 months-ish,
Wow.
depending on the time. Yeah, like I do FaceTime with them, but that's not like a in-person kind of interaction. But yeah, so if it's like in-person interaction, it's like 2 months or around 3 months, 2 to 3 months, I would say.
So when you came to Winnipeg, your parents came with you to come and help you settle down. They were here for about a week. You were with the homestay family. Was the homestay family also from Hong Kong or
No.
they,
They were like they were from like different nationalities. So I pretty much stayed in like like I actually changed homestays like once a year. And then so I've been in bunch, and I've get to know each like a little bit pieces of like from different cultures, and like the food and kind of that. Yeah, so I stayed with homestays until university. Like when I go to university, I didn't go to a homestay.
homestay anymore?
Yeah.
And did you find that being in the homestay program was very helpful in the sense of your mental health and your emotional health was well catered to in those family spaces, or was it still a struggle in a sense for you?
I did experience some, well, I would say not a really good experience for a girl that who just came here that young. I would say when I stayed with my very first homestay, I really struggled because they didn't really treat me well, and I kind of, get bullied and kind of that, like those stuff. And also homesick is a really big part. And yeah, so on top of that, I'm experiencing like, language barriers. Even though like I do know English back then, but it's not to the level where it's like fluent, I would say. Yeah, like I could communicate, but it's not like right now where I can fluently
Okay.
say or communicate. But many factors like homesickness and bullies and language barriers. So it was pretty tough for my first half of the year when I first came here because I need to, get used to the environment and language and homesick, kind of all that. So I would say I don't think I was really doing well during the first like 6 months, but it slowly got better because I got used to the environment. I adapted to it, and I slow like my English is it's improving, which like helps a lot. And but I would say at first I wouldn't, I don't think my mental health was like an ideal state. Yeah, because like I remembered me like crying every night, calling my parents, which is like a different time zones.
Mm.
And yeah, so I wouldn't say I was doing good the first bit, like maybe first half of the year during my first year when I came here.
How would you say you're doing now?
Well, right now it's great because I came here for so long, so I already got used to the lifestyle here and cultures and all that. So my mental health is actually, aside from actually like my studies where I got tests and exams, like every week, but like aside from that, I think overall I'm like good. Yeah, so like sometimes there's stress and stuff, but overall I would say I'm in like a good state.
A good space.
Yeah.
How was it like for you making new friends?
When I first came here, oh, that was kind of difficult because when I first came here, well, first of all, I don't talk because I'm a really shy person when I first came here,
Mm.
and I don't talk to anyone
Were you
at
shy
all.
in Hong Kong?
Kind of. I don't like I'm not those I'm not extroverted, like I'm introverted. So I don't go up to somebody and just talk. Like yeah, like I'm those person who make friends because they approach me first. So when I first made friends here, it's kind of hard because I don't know, like language barrier is like a big thing. I am having a hard time already like trying to get what, the teachers are saying and
Mm.
everyone is saying. And so that, and yeah, it was like kind of hard at first, but when my English slowly got better, it kind of changes where it's easier for me because I don't need to deal with like the language barrier problem anymore because I'm like slowly improving. And yeah, so that, well, but at first it was really hard. Yeah, so I was like pretty much just by myself.
You were by yourself, and then that was when you were in the home state that didn't quite fit well, and you felt like you were being bullied, and that must have been so much.
Yeah, like I at first when I came here I didn't like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but like right now, looking back, it's kind of, well, it's kind of like you feel grateful because you kind of experienced that, and like that makes you tougher and become stronger in a way. But yeah, at first yeah, it was not easy.
I wonder if you had a choice, would you have chosen to come to Winnipeg when you were just 14?
Yeah, I requested, so back home in Hong Kong, I struggled a lot in like no matter, mentally or physically, because the workload there is just crazy. Like it's insane. It's like back then my lifestyle, it's like worse. It's like so bad. And it's like I go to school like at 8, and I go back home like at 7, and I still need to
That's
like do
almost 12 hours.
yeah, and I still need to do like I don't know what, like 15 assignments per day or something
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
So
And be at school again at 8?
yeah, so it's kind of like I start from like, like 7-ish. Like I need to be at school at around 8:05, and I normally get off around 3:30. I don't clearly remember, but around that time. But I still got ECAs, like extracurricular activities, where
Yeah.
they required you to join.
Mhm.
It's like mandatory. So I pretty much like literally start school at 8 and get home like 7 or sometimes 9. So, but after that, I still need to like, after I got home, I still need to do my assignments and study for tests. Like back home, it's pretty much on average, you got like 2 exams a week. And back home, the educational system is way different than here.
Feels maybe more intentional.
Yeah, so back home, like the educational system is, they think that handing in assignments is a student's responsibility. So
Mhm.
they don't count assignments as one of the components. S- they only look at your final exams and tests and all that. And like I don't agree with that system. Like I'm not doing good in that, because and also the culture aspects too. It's
Mhm.
just like how the culture is there. They only look at the marks. So for like youngsters, is like their mental health is just not good. Like they don't put mental health as the first priority. They put your grades, like how good you are at
Mm.
as the first priority. Talking about how I would like why I would come here, but yeah, but I actually requested because I was struggling a lot. Like
Mm.
my mental health was worse till the point where I actually thought of killing myself. And so that's why I requested, like I told my parents that I want to get out of there, and I actually want to study abroad. Like I just don't want to stay there. So like for me, going anywhere would actually be better, way better than me staying back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So like to me, if I go anywhere, like the result is the same. Like I already, like I feel grateful that I actually got over there, because like it's just way too crazy there. Like it's not even, like I would describe it as a lifestyle that's not even like a human lifestyle. Yeah, so it's like even everyone around me, they're like stressed and exhausted and all that. Yeah, I would have chose to get away from that environment anyways.
Like in this type of situation, I think even if the entire immigration process in Canada was difficult or hard or challenging, the situation that you were coming from was worse.
There's like no more stuff that's more harder than that. It's like
Mm.
it's like all the stuff I've experienced, like I can deal with it. Like I can take it, but not the way that I were back then. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anything else is better, even though it might not be
Yeah,
how.
like anything else is way better than the situation and the environment and all that back comparing back in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong.
It is just way too crazy. Like right now you can see like on average on news like a week there's one student that died from suicide.
Suicide.
So
Wow.
so it's
And
like
what
for
are they
me.
doing about this? It's almost like an epidemic.
Yeah, but because that's just how the culture is.
Hmm.
So it's they don't like it's just how the culture is, so they don't really put mental and physical health before anything. They just put competitive like
Mm.
competition and grades and how good you are, like if you went to a university that means you're great, all that stereotypes and all the norms and all that. It's just like that's how the Chinese culture is, so it's kind of hard to change that.
Mm-hmm.
And even though some organizations are doing some, programs or about it, it's just too hard to change if the government is not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's I guess that's one of the bad thing about different cultures. Like they're yeah, like that's how they normally are, so it's kind of really hard to change that.
How do you find yourself interacting with the history of that culture here in Canada, and sometimes even the reality of that culture here in Canada? Because there are many other immigrants from Hong Kong, many other immigrants from China who are still with the same mentality of gotta be the best, gotta be like everything it has to be intense, like it has to be perfect. Like
Mhm.
I need to represent well for my country, for
Mhm.
my family. How do you navigate that here?
Well, at first for me, I still have that like intense and I need to do everything to perfection and I need to get good grades. I like all that. It's still in my mind. Like it's just kind of like something that's have been implemented in it. It's like from birth you are taught this way. So it's really hard to change that, but because I came here for so long, I slowly adapt to the culture here and the environment here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like right now, I'm like I don't look at that more. Like I don't look at that as the most important thing now. So I think this is one of the benefit of coming here is I learned to actually slow down. Like I learned to actually take a rest and relax and care for my own self, like mentally or physically. Like this is one of the best thing I would say I I came here. Like I learned to slow down and this have this have done me way too good. Like this have do me good that my mental health and physical health are like way healthier. So I would say the adaptation of the Canadian culture is really helps me a lot because here it's kind of like slow paced and they take everything so slowly and they don't care about grades, and they just as long as you try your best and you find what you love to do, that like that's okay. But yeah, back home, it's just way too much stereotypes and norms that
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, if you like, like back home, they're like, if you're an artist, you're like nothing. Yeah, like if you're, I don't know, no matter like you're painter or you're like musician or kind of that, if you're in like the arts area,
You're
they
nothing.
considered you to be nothing. Like they
Wow.
considered that you being a doctor, nurse, like those are like perfect. Like those are like a hundred points, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say uh, having that, like taking that culture in me, or adapting to that culture have really like benefit for me.
Well, what would you say that when you're done with your degree, what will you be?
Well, I'm planning to become a counselor. Yeah, because I'm actually majoring in psychology right now, and I'm planning to become a counselor.
I'm really proud of you for wanting to become a counselor because I think many people, many people can glean from your wisdom and your shared experiences. And you come with a perspective that is unique. There are not many counselors that are from Nigeria. So whenever I hear, I'm originally from Nigeria. Whenever I
Yeah.
hear that there is a counselor that's Nigerian, I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Because there is a kind of experience and just lived life that they can offer to me because we're from the same country.
Yeah, like that's one of the thing I wanted to be a counselor too. Like
Mm.
aside from I wanted to help
Help
people,
you.
yeah, is I believe like understanding all that struggles, like coming from Asian country kind of style. Like
Yeah.
because there's just too much people from that, or like there's also like some minorities maybe also experiencing that struggles.
Mm-hmm.
So I really believe like my experience can help them, and
Mm-hmm.
like actually ex as a medium for them to actually express themselves.
That's
Like
right.
sometimes they can't do it because maybe, some counselors, or they might be from the majority, or and they don't really get how it's like being minority and all the stuff that they need to experience.
Okay, I've just shuffled the cards, but I'll shuffle again. Okay, and then I'll pick five from here.
Okay.
One, two, three, four, five. Okay, pick one. Tell me which one you want.
I'll just go with the middle.
There's five, so which middle? Oh, the middle. Okay, well,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
yeah, just that one.
Ooh, I don't know how you're gonna answer this one. It reads, who do you envy? Why do you envy them?
Ooh.
Oh.
Actually, I don't envy anyone. Yeah, like I don't envy everyone, because each and every one of us have our own journeys, and each and every one of us have our own experiences. And envying is that just cause more negativity. I'm also a Christian. Yeah, like I don't envy anyone, because I'm literally grateful for everything that I have, and the ability of, or the capability of, being able to actually study abroad. And because a lot of people don't have that, and their parents don't have the ability to afford that. And like that's just one of the greatest things. Like I feel grateful for that. So I don't envy anyone, because each and every one of us are special, and we have our own challenges that we need to face.
And speaking of faith, I'm also Christian, but I'm curious to hear how did you build or find community to cultivate your faith?
Well, I actually go to the Chinese Alliance Church here,
Mm.
and I'm actually one of the executives in the group. So that really helped me, no matter, whether it is my religion, or um my support. Like that really helped me, and that kind of contribute to one of my communities that I always interact with.
Mhm.
So yeah, like I actually go to church regularly.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you chose to share a little bit of your story because I know that, well, this might also be a stereotype, but typically Asians from the East, like East Asians, tend to be very private about some of these things. And so they might not necessarily want to talk about their experiences
Mm-hmm.
in a way that could potentially put anyone or anything in
Mm-hmm.
what they might consider a bad light.
Mm-hmm.
And while I think that's very thoughtful and respectful, I also think that whether someone or something else is in a bad light, just candidly sharing your own story can really encourage so many people, because oftentimes people are going through things and they think they're the only ones, or
Yeah.
it's unique to them. So for stepping out and being my first Asian interviewee, I really love that. And I'm very happy that I'm sure this is just scratching the surface of your story,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a start. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Odette.
No problem. Yeah, I wish my experiences could help others too. Yeah, sometimes it it's hard when you are facing all those challenges and thinking that you're alone, but it's not like you're not actually alone because there's just other people that are also experiencing the same thing. Yeah, so yeah, no problem.